use up some of my extra ink. Yeah, there's the really.
This is the fast boy.
Oh damn it!
Hey, they count it as a pit. They at least have the courtesy to count it as a pit. They know people don't want to backtrack all the way up here.
You know what? I'll just take you for a ride.
Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na.
I need some more ink, so I'm just...
Marvel 2 is a fucking broken-ass mess of a game.
Iceman's invincibility.
He just doesn't take chip damage. But I think he was considered low tier.
It's just...
He doesn't take chip damage from things.
Whew.
Whew. There's also just like a... Ooh. There's also just a shit ton of glitches, my favorite of which being
In between, I'm just gonna stop.
Like, just a shit ton of glitches was Marvel 2. My favorite of which being Juggernaut has a move that makes his damage output stronger, but the move, of course, lasts for a certain amount of time. But if I remember correctly, if you do the move, I think it's swap to another character, call Juggernaut in as an assist, and then swap back to him, he just permanently has that damage buff for the rest of the match.
Something like that.
Like I said, Marvel 2 is a broken-ass game.
Womp womp.
Also, yeah, don't be...
Womp womp. Womp womp. Multiple whomps, but I did it. And then you jump in the Emperor.
Uh-huh.
We actually made it here in 28 minutes.
That's impressive.
And remember, some of that time was the preloading of the game.
And that, like, one fuck-up where you fell off the platform.
I thought it might take me an hour to get here, not 20 minutes, meaning I might extend this recording a tiny bit to do some of the side quests after this. Is there a little save point in him somewhere?
I believe so, yes. Meaning that he swallowed that mirror. Is it when you went inside Leviathan in Devil May Cry 3, the goddess statue was actually, like, in one of the walls, you know, implying that that thing swallowed the...
No way.
That stage is the worst stage in Devil May Cry 3.
29 minutes, 52 seconds.
Hey, do you know what our action game needed? Darkness and acid floors. That's good game design. Now let's pair those things together.
10 out of 10.
I don't like that level.
In case anyone was unsure, it's boss time.
Honestly, inside levels like this in games, I normally hate them for that reason. The developers just use that as an excuse
So
to
the Emperor is sick because there's a tiny sword in his stomach.
I have several questions.
Clearly, he eats dollhouse furniture.
Well, you say that, but remember, the sword is a demon, and the actual form of the demon is, like, is the coronavirus right here. I'm sorry about that. Cut that out.
But they're tiny, meaning this sword is like dollhouse sized.
But it's also tiny samurai armor with a ton
Blight. Under my control, this body breathes evil mist over the city.
Fun, in fact...
And you dare attempt to clear the skies of my poison. Waging battle with me inside a human body will be no easy task. Even now, gold now, the mighty sword cries out for your blood.
Fun fact, Blight is apparently specifically a plant disease.
Step forward so that I, the indomitable Blight, may cut you down. Why is he a tiny sword?
Tiny demon sword.
Step forward, alright. You're a real piece of work. But, better say your prayers. You uncultured wretch. I love the writing in this game. Be warned, we are in the very bowels of the Emperor. if we fight here, his body will not give me a break. A little action here will help him wake up. But never mind that. You're the one behind the poison mist. Possessing a human body may be an elaborate trick, but it ends now. With my supreme blade, Dekimaru, I, the magnificent Isun, shall rend that hunk of junk you call a sword.
And like, Isun was right. Don't think that because you're in the Emperor, like, the game doesn't restrict you doing anything.
Oh, God, no.
Here, you can use Cherry Bomb and shit all
No, he's weak to mist, but the problem...
No, the way he is supposed to work, it, like... And also, you can use Mist to, again, extend the vulnerable period.
Bye!
Yeah.
Da 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 da
Yeah,
da.
we said Mist was broken. Holy shit, how fast was that?
32 minutes, 58.
No, I meant how fast was that boss fight?
Cause then I jumped in at like 29. It's been like 3 minutes.
And most of that was his monologue.
Also, and this is specific point for the guy I told I was recording this. Dude, this is why gold dust and swords are disgusting.
Yeah.
He also never used mist. He thought mist wasn't valuable.
We can all be wrong sometimes.
Purifying rosary that contains the power of holy light. Blight, a disease resting within the Emperor's body and born of the intense hatred and evil of the cursed sword. Gold now was the source of the Craig?
No, I think that's acid.
No, it's not acid. ACRID.
No.
Mist that had plagued the capital city citizens, but even a creature so despicable and full of hatred was no match for our intrepid heroes, Amaterasu and Isu.
The way that boss is supposed
Blight's defeat brought with it a lifting of the... I'm pretty sure it's a crescent. The Emperor, now freed of evil's influence, returned to normal. Amaterasu and the others had earned a brief moment of...
respite.
No. Respite, or... I think you can pronounce that reprise. Respite. I'll say respite, however. English just sometimes confuses me. I know it's my first language, for Christ. However, evil conspired to cut the tranquil scene short. From Goldnow's defeat, form rose the familiar blackness. The spirits of evil and hatred that had rested within the sword, black as midnight and deep as the sea, rose slowly skyward. Make no mistake, this was undoubtedly one of the foul spirits that dispersed from Orochi's broken body. Quickly and steadily it rose, then it shot off towards the distant sea and over the horizon. It moved with the purpose as if to a rejuvenation with a lost friend. It's weird wording. Amaterasu and the others had no time to rest. If they were truly to restore the capital to its normal routine, they still had to deal with the threat of the water dragon. This tale is far from over. Hey you! Aren't you forgetting something? You had it coming big time, Gasbag. You aren't even in the same league as the magnificent Isu. Well, furball, that's that. How about one of those victory howls? Oh wait, I almost forgot that Babe... Sinuses, guys. That Babe Kaguya is still locked up. Sorry, I just had to take a breather.
Explain how that fight was actually supposed to work. You had... It's a slow blight down with Veil of Mist, and I believe when he was attacking, if you slowed him down with the Veil of Mist, he is vulnerable.
No, and yes, it's far dumber, and it's one of the reasons I hate that boss fight. when you slow him down, his weakness is one of the swords sticking out of his body looks different. Attacking the sword that controls him causes the body to drop the sword, and then you can attack the one sword. Because if you actually let the boss battle go on, he'll have elaborate fakes, and it's really hard to tell, but...
And he uses Virgil swords.
But I just slowed him down, used the fact that the one sword charge did range damage, hit him, knocked him out, ran over, slowed down, did a couple of charges, and I won. That was like a 3-minute boss fight.
And most of that was the monologue. Like, I genuinely want to know, in terms of speedrunning, was that a good, like, run of that fight?
I think.
Because it feels like it was.
I knocked him out and ran over and killed him with some... The only thing I could have potentially done faster is, like, charge to level 2, smack him once, and then slow down and, like, combo. But I just used multiple charges, because when you slow down, you get more charge time.
Oh yeah, and we're controlling the Emperor now. I have no idea how any of this even works at this point.
Isun's bouncing around in his stomach.
Man.
See?
That still raises several questions.
And this is a perfect example of something I said at the beginning when I sucked at the first boss. I said this game gets easier. How about you start off by making me 1,000 dumplings? I love Isun. Huh? Yeah.
Just,
fall on your legs, sweetie. That voice. You think we'd buy the farm that easy? I love that wording for dying. The Emperor was being controlled by a nasty stomach virus, but we took care of it. Things should get back to normal soon. Now let's make this royal oath open your cell. Let's see.
Bouncing around in his stomach, bullshit.
So you know the human body can be controlled entirely from the stomach. Though I'd never get out of there. No time for chit-chat, Bamboo Girl.
Well,
we freed the Emperor from that monster controlling him.
According to Kingdom Hearts, a whale's anus is over its mouth.
Because you go from the bowels of Monstro and you
drop back into his mouth.
Yeah. But things are still a bit dicey around here. We're going to hightail it out of this place. I suggest you do so too. Now let's see here. Oh yeah. Coochie coochie coo. I can tell what you want to do on me. I agree. That'll make it feel like we've set things straight here. I mean, we already freed that Bamboo Girl. Now give one of those victory howls to wake up the Emperor. Less than an hour. Yes!
Yeah, we never got hit there. What would you like to save the game?
Oh my god. And if anyone doubted that gold dust and time slowing with swords are not overpowered, I one cycled that boss.
Yes.
I was wondering what was wrong with me. People say I took to my bed with an illness, but I don't recall. I remember meeting with a bamboo seller called Kaguya, and I remember a secret treasure for crossing a sea of fire, but I've totally lost my memory of what happened after that. It's almost like I was possessed by a strange spirit. Took a little troublesome Emperor, but Kaguya's safe and all. Guess we can cut him some slack. A white wolf and a curious bouncing ball. I have an uncanny feeling that I had a dream about you two. I must apologize to Queen Himiko for my unforgivable blunders. Himiko? Yeah, that's it. The city's a complete mess. And Queen Himiko's not doing a thing about it. There's no excuse for her just sitting around in her palace. Boy, I'm gonna give her a piece of my mind. Oh, the lovely white wolf. For some reason, I seem to feel so relaxed when you're around. I have this peaceful feeling as if you know me inside out.
Ha!
You see,
It's funny.
because... Oh, I know you from the inside, believe me. I'm collecting demon fangs. If you have any for me, you can take some of my treasure. People will probably say I'm foolish giving treasures to a wolf, but you're my lucky wolf. I'm certain some good will come of it. Surely you've collected lots of them. What do you think? Would you like to swap? Fog pot.
And then he just has a bunch of important shit. But the really important things are the fog pot, golden ink pot, and...
This is good,
Yes.
albeit inconsistent. Fog pot is... Honestly, I want one of these, one thief's glove.
Well, you can only hold one of each.
You know what I mean.
So just buy the fog pot.
And that was 80, like I thought.
Yeah.
That's most...
And the fog pot is the other scale from the drunken sheep.
one of the best other powers. My power has reached its peak. I hereby bestow upon you the power of Mistwarp. Never expected something like that from a flask. Bet the Royal O didn't even know what was in this thing. Now about Mistwarp, I don't exactly know how to use it, but the important thing is you got another technique. Basically, those save points that
save points that have the X on them, those are like they involve this and they don't. Mirrors that are clear, if you draw an X on the mirrors that are clear, you can use those to warp to the one.
There's a stray bead in here somewhere.
Aren't there like 3?
No.
I swear there was another one somewhere in here.
No, it's money items.
Oh.
Look.
Mm.
Also, because this is hilarious to me, because of the scaling, when you were tiny, you were running around his bamboo garden.
Yeah.
The area we explored while tiny?
It's here.
It's all of this.
But...
And this.
Yeah, but you were tiny.
What?
Yeah. You know, I never thought about it that way. I never noticed that. You were... The first hole was the correct one.
Out of context with Carson.
That's what she said.
Look, we were in the bamboo garden.
Yeah. Because the one guard's over there.
Yeah. We'll play a little bit longer since it's been less than an hour. Also, I'm a complete moron.
What are... Wait.
I don't need the map.
We don't need the map right now, so...
Because if I'm ever standing around and I want the map, I can just take off this thing.
Yes.
What this does is double charge. So when the power runs out...
It's like VFX charge.
See, this is the area.
Or the thing that made your energy... Yeah, because that's where... that's where she was hidden.
No. You were just running around in here. Here's a little...
Yeah. That's amazing. I never connected the dots on that.
Because you got into the palace. And then there's just a door out of here somewhere. There it is. And they'll just let you come and go.
Mm-hmm.
And now with... So now the city is safe.
Yeah.
Meaning I can, before stopping, I can do a couple of side quests. Yeah. I can start a couple of... And the other night, I'd actually remembered something wrong. You actually never need demon fangs.
Oh, okay.
I talked about that, but the one item I thought was demon fangs wasn't, because you just get it in the... You were so tiny when we first met. You suddenly caught a dashing figure at full size. You think so? Well, I actually hear stuff like that all the time. Huh, oh yes. I met you too, Eason. Everybody wants some wolf teeth. Anyway. You should head back to your grandpa's house. That emperor fella's got an eye for that treasure of yours. You should get away before the others start sniffing around. Plus, your grandpa seems awfully lonely, you know? Really? Oh, I see. That dear old man thinks of me as his own granddaughter. I would really like to return, but you're not his granddaughter. You mean your real family lives somewhere else? Anyway, you should just go see him if you feel that way. I know nothing of my past. I don't even know who I am or where I came from.
Foreshadowing.
My first memory is of waking up in a bamboo grove. The bamboo cutter took me home where I was lovingly cared for. To repay his kindness, I'm helping him with bamboo ware. If that's the case, then why don't you hurry up and go see him? I know nothing of my past, but I do recall one faint memory. And you have to keep prompting her. I thought long and hard while I was in prison. It was then I remember being in a small, dark room long ago. That's all I can think about. And I feel I must get there as soon as I can. I can't escape the feeling. That's a pretty weird story. I mean, you don't even know where it is you want to go back to. Bits and pieces of my memory are coming back in flashes. Together they form a vision. I see a royal crest inscribed in earth amid a grove of bamboo. I must go to Sasa Sanctuary.
And, having to go to Sasa Sanctuary, that will be a good time to show off the Mist Warp and how it works.
I might do that, but I might do some side quests before we stop, because
that's why I was actually going to say, because of, some of the powers we have now, and having Mist Warp, and due to the city not being terrible now, you can continue that one ongoing side quest with those two sisters, right?
I couldn't finish it.
Yes, but you need to advance it.
No, I don't, because advancing it to the point where I couldn't finish it would be pointless.
Okay.
They will be hanging around. I can finish it up. Also, that's open now. Let's eat some bamboo. Taste it. It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So anyway, what did you all think of my battle with Blight? In my opinion, that battle went incredibly well, especially considering this Let's Play is a slightly more casual run. Even as far as speedrunning the game goes, I think that was a really good comparable time, even if you're comparing specifically that fight I did to that fight in a few Okami speedruns. Overall, I'm really happy we got that on recording, because that was one of the cleanest and most efficient boss battles I have ever done in this game, especially in that specific battle, because Blight can be a massive pain in the ass, in my opinion. Anyway, you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord link, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel, and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.